microphone. Oops. Okay. Hi. Another day, another Shadowbringers, I guess. Sorry, I had a bit of a hectic start to my day, to say the least. But it's going good now. I'm really excited to play. I know I was supposed to clean out my inventory Saturday, but I had some real life stuff happen that had me not really getting on here much, aside from probably AFKing half the day. But it's still pretty bad. I think I got a few things out of there. And I actually, really quick, before we get started with any of this, want to go change my hair back because I was going through this crisis. My in-game hair, if that wasn't clear. I was like, no, I need different hair. I'm just not feeling it. I don't like how my hair looks from the back. So I tend to keep my sprigging cap on, which isn't a problem. But I like having the option to wear something else. But it's not happening, so I'm just gonna switch right back before the stream kicks off, I guess. Sorry, I have things falling down in the background again. I think I've got some things to hang them up that are actually gonna work now. Hopefully. I forgot I had a crystal bell in my apartment. I could have just went there. That's okay. Whatever. But I think I got some things that are going to hold up my wall decorations a lot better. Problem is they're on like a concrete wall. Not very convenient. A lot of things fall off of it. I had these hooks. Like command hooks, but cheaper, I guess. And they just aren't working. I got these squares that I think will do the trick. But I feel bad because like sometimes it looks really nice behind me back here. And then sometimes it looks like everything is falling off the wall, which it is. I've got like half a Final Fantasy banner up there right now. You might be able to tell it is slightly blue. That's about all you can see. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I know exactly what I'm picking, so it won't take but 30 seconds. I should know better than to keep using this service, honestly, because where'd you go? Okay. Every time I do it, I end up going back like 10 more times. And I know it's not a lot of gil, but it's just a waste in the long run, you know? Especially when I keep just going back to the same hair. Hi BTS Jimin! Welcome in! How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Sorry we had to get our hair switched back to my normal style real quick. I am not good with change, so. But we are hopping right into Shadowbringers, I guess. I could organize my inventory, but I feel like that'd be super boring. We joked about that last stream, but I don't think anybody actually really wants to watch me sit there and try and go through it. I honestly don't know where to put some of the things. A lot of it's just some type of, I've lost my sprout but still feel like a sprout. Kind of knowledge? Or lack of knowledge, I guess. There's so many new people around here and I love it so much. It's been so busy. I'm fine, how are you? Oh, I'm glad you're doing fine. I'm doing okay. Had a bit of a busy start to the day, but I've never had to wash and blow dry my hair so soon before a stream. But I got here and it's dry enough, so you know, everything's fine. But I hope your day gets even better than fine. I hope it gets very good. Okay. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do about the inventory for the time being. A lot of it just needs to go, but a lot of it is, I don't know. I have them because I'm trying to get into crafting and gathering more, but I don't know, if I'm not using them in the meantime, they're kind of just taking up my inventory space. Those retainers are pretty full, so. Oh, that's right, we left off in Praktika. We got there for the first time, was it Friday? Oh. Very nice. Despite the jokes, I love the music there, it's really nice. Nice, nice. Very nice. Have you played Final Fantasy XIV before, BTS Jimin, or are you just checking it out? Is this gonna be an Aether Current quest over here? Yeah, we'll do that later. It doesn't do it later. Okay. We'll just get right to it, I guess. What did I do? I don't know, my inventory is pretty bad. I think that will fit in the armory chest. I imagine if it did, it would be there, but yeah, no. But some of this stuff is so old. I just need to get rid of it. Okay. I have to not worry about it. I'll clean it out if the problem arises. I played yesterday. It's a fun game. I do think it's really fun. And I hope even if you, I hope you enjoy it, even if you're just checking out a little bit. But I'm playing more League. If you know the game, I do. Not a huge fan, just because the game is fine, and I think it's really pretty. I think all of the characters are really cool, and the basis is really cool. I'm just not too into like very heavily competitive games. I tend to get very angry. But I have played it a fair bit. But yeah. Done tending to the crops already? That's right, we were doing a little bit of gardening, I guess. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Rular! Who was yelling at him? Oh no, something's happening. Something's happening. In the woods. Sin eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Oh no. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow. Oh my goodness. We have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside of the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Tadia's heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. All the times for sin eaters to appear. Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beasts down. But if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about a stone? A few days passed. Tadia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is her most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral, as an offering to the heavens, but now... playing just 2 games, League and Tomb Raider. They're my favorite. Love Tomb Raider. For sure. Which one are you playing? I feel like I recall you popping in when I was first starting out streaming playing Tomb Raider 2013. And I feel like you said that one was definitely one of your favorites, if not your favorite. What if I could find it for you? You can go all by herself. I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia? Descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I think she'll go anyways. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold the second service. Sorry, I feel like there was a bit of a hiccup there. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? I mean, I'll go with her. I want to go by herself. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. Yeah, 2013. It's an awesome game. It is an awesome game. Really fun. It has a lot more replay value than you'd think. Every now and then you just... I just get the need to replay it. It's just so much fun. The story's good each time, you know? It doesn't get old. Right. Path out of here. Used to be this way. And we're moving our hotbars instead. Have you tried out the, like, online? I don't know if it's even supported, but when I got the game, I tried out the online multiplayer. It didn't seem like the most well-implemented thing. But it certainly was interesting. It was clear that they put a good amount of time into it. I think it just didn't maybe turn out the way it was intended. I don't know. Oh. Mr. Tree, I was drinking my coffee. You could tell your chocobo to get out of AoEs. Music here really creates such a unique environment. I think it's really nice. I think that is something that this game does really well, and I guess Final Fantasy in general. There, the Sin Eaters. And I feel like my outfit matches the forest just as well as it did Ilmeg. So. I do kind of miss the all black outfit with the little, I mostly miss the little arm tattoos, I guess. I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way you can search for the stone without dealing with them first. Let's just get him. Hasn't been that hard for us in the past, so with her I feel like it'd be fine. What? Should we make a plan first? Oh, there are only 2 that we can see. I would not count on that. That's frightening. Wait for her to word that. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. Alright, come on, Dracarys. I was gonna say we could use a technical step on this one, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna need to. We need to have a ton of health. I swear those evil, like, Nemo in that forest, I think. I feel like they were literally harder to kill than these Sin Eaters, so. And I can't believe how close Endwalker is getting. It's gonna be so exciting. I believe I'm gonna be caught up for an expansion. That's so wild. Econics, there you are. It's done. Though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. What does she mean careless? Is she good? I hope so. I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. Good idea. Okay. We'll look for that necklace. Heroes of the world. Searching for a necklace. I think it's over there. No, Beetle. I'm not fighting. There seems to be no trace of the heartstone here. Well, I guess we'll keep looking. I feel like they're gonna try and hide it on me. The game is so good at that. They're like, oh, you didn't think to look at the very, very edge of the, like, threshold for the quest? Let's go, I'm tired. See ya. Thank you so much for stopping in. Have a good night. Have fun with Tomb Raider League. Very fun games. You brush away the leaves and uncover a brilliant green gem. Giganto trees. Where'd the music go? Give it up, Sir Beetle. Come on. There it goes. There's the music. Did you have any luck? It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Thaddeus always says you were a woman of many talents, but I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have so much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Lunar and the others are probably worried. Probably. Just going back to where... Okay. Not me about to try and just walk all the way back there. That'd be silly. Thank goodness you were safe. I'd begun to fear the worst. All that it's dark, you found it. We can proceed with our service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sun Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured a place in the dark. Peace in the dark. That actually said sorry. Right. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist that you and your friends attend Tadia's service as honored guests. There is still much we must do to prepare, but please go and inform the others that it will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Okay, let me check, because I feel like I opened some of the coffers with new gear. Maybe did not put them on. Yeah, no I didn't. Okay, let me make really quick room for those. My goodness, some of this stuff is so old. I promise I will get this sorted out, okay? It's very embarrassing. Okay. Oh, jeez. Alright, we'll have to wait till we can put our flamer plate back on. That's fine. I was just talking about the back of my hair. Yeah. Euconics and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. Oh, Thancred's here. I didn't even see him. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were Sin Eaters, and as long as she accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me. And it's telling me now that Muconyx has business with us. Is something the matter? They've asked us to attend the service? Of course we'll go. Being held in the darker, is it? Take care not to be late, I promise. Is that part of my head here? That's just weird. I'll just hide that till... Okay. We'll be able to put our glamour plate back soon enough. city. Why couldn't we? I know the difference. I don't know why I feel like the back of my head looks so bad. I tried different hairs and that just made it seem weirder to me. Very pretty. The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points over at a nearby corner where you might place it. Blue flames are very pretty. I feel like it's rude to talk during this.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace.
I'm actually really glad that we had to go look for that gem, because if we hadn't, we wouldn't have dealt with the Sin Eaters, and if we hadn't done that, they might have crashed this whole funeral arrangement, and that would have been very sad.
In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
You're pretty.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I have a sad way to start out the stream, but man.
am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
Good evening, Auroras. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're having, hope you've had a good day. Having a good night. I had a lot going on Saturday, so I didn't get my inventory sorted, unfortunately. So it's still pretty full. But I will get around to it. Probably later tonight, I imagine. When I'm done streaming. Really bad. It's embarrassing.
The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky,
Yeah.
it would be the next best thing.
I had to do the same thing with my inventory. I feel like it wasn't even that long ago that I sorted mine out, which is really sad. But it just says filled right up. I think it's more of like a, you know, when you like surface clean but you didn't deep clean so things still get messy. I think the problem is I didn't clean out my armory chest. So I cleaned out my inventory. That gets filled up quicker because there's not room for stuff in my armory chest, if that makes sense. At least in some categories.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
I hope the retainers will keep giving me junk just to fill up my inventory. Yeah. I feel like their inventories have space. I've got mine filled up. That actually reminds me, I have retainers coming back from ventures. I was doing those for a while, but then I started neglecting them again. But yeah, I had a bunch of treasure maps saved up because I did not know where the quest to get the decipher action was. I did that, and then I did like 5 of those. And now now my inventory is full. I think oh, I forgot, actually. My saddlebag isn't that full. I did clean that out. I guess we could put a few things in there to turn in for, oh no. Turn in for deliveries or something. Oh, I hoard everything. That one's nice. I'll keep. Wait, I forgot, yeah. I really like the Fae Codex, so I'm definitely keeping that, but at least put some of this in here. Okay, that's fine for now. Yeah, maps will fill it up. I kind of wish I didn't get the decipher action now. I kind of wish I just stayed confused. I would have more inventory space. Okay, sorry, I was not seeing where she was talking about. I got a retainer that holds my materia and dies. Then they get all glam items that won't fit in my dresser. Wow. I'm terrified of the day that my glamour dresser gets filled up. I have one that's mostly for crafting materials and stuff because I do want to get pretty heavy into crafting. And I've been working on my gathering quite a bit. The other one is for gear that I would like to use in glamours and stuff for classes that I am nowhere near the level to use those things. So, not the most optimal system, I guess. Good you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. Speaking of my armory chest, did I have space in... Do I have space? Let's see. No. Oh gosh. Keep forgetting I can't put my glamours on here, so things just keep getting worse. It's gonna end up being the weird leather jacket, not leather jacket, the weird brown mismatch outfit with the green carbuncle slippers again. Oh, and the hat. The hat was fantastic. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire, and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. Each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. Interesting. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Yixmaja? I don't remember how they said that. I'm so sorry. Indeed we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat upon the ruins' protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with the ancient Ronkan text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Cydia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. I was gonna say, what's the but? Why have we not got it already? The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, children of the everlasting dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. And before you even ask, the answer is no. For to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Such a fancy fit. Then let us convene outside, to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. Yahoo! I forgot we hit 76 the other day. Very exciting. Gotta put this glamour plate back. My goodness. I downloaded the benchmark last night and got to mess around with Bunny Boy character creation, which was very exciting. I feel like that's probably what a lot of people were doing last night. When I did get a good score, I got high, so I'm not sure how much higher it goes in high. But my computer runs the game generally quite well. It's combining that with streaming and everything that kind of causes the issues, which kind of made me see that she needs an upgrade. But the character creation was really cool. I'm not gonna switch to a bunny boy, obviously, but I'm excited to see them everywhere. And I was trying to not look at the cutscenes too much, or everything that it showed, to not spoil too much. Just of like the new areas and stuff. I like to keep them a surprise. Nice, yeah, it was very nice. I think the hairstyles that they have available are really cool. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he is ought to share of their recent activity. But we must tread carefully. There's a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in so doing they cleanse their victims of sin, usher them unto a sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands by defending myself against such madmen. Alright, we'll try to avoid them, I guess. I feel like when they say that, it never happens, but... Oh wow, we've got a ways to go. Into some new... We've got some new parts of the map to explore. This would be a really cool place for some higher level, like, gathering to be. I wonder if that's the case. None of mine are there, I don't think. Obviously. I think my botanist, I'm just now at 49, nearing 50. The forest flamingo. Okay, now he doesn't want to. Okay. We'll just... There's just one? Okay. I guess we'll use that for fun. Well, that is fun. That's not fun, standing in AoEs. It is a... Oh, there's an Aether Current. Okay, go grab that. It is a very nice zone. I like it. The scale of the trees is crazy. Can't wait to see more of it. It's all good, you're fine. The blessed dark. You're fine. Go home. Like how after that he stood up completely fine. Thank goodness you were unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You were an acquaintance of Master Matoya then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange as of late. I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. Oh, not spiders. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? Could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nest where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. I didn't know that. Put them loose on the nests, and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Well, how lucky. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for the beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. It will suffice, I should think. I enjoy that I'm going to get to hear a fresh lahi after every cutscene out here. Very nice. Don't follow me, flamingo. Hey, you better watch out. Damn. I would get my dance wrong too. Good spot for your AoE, dumb flamingo. Where did your cars go? Every time I try to use up 2 of those to leave her out for an hour, she dies at some point. Without fail. Going the wrong way for the beehives. I'll be very interested to see how this whole like story arc gets wrapped up. That's a lot of plot to, you know, a lot of stuff to. Okay, bye bye. I was gonna fight you, but whatever. Of course, I don't even know all the story that they have to wrap up, but I know they'll do a good job. But there's another beehive now. I could just do the same one. Feels sparkly. Oh. I've got more than one thing. My bad. Got to watch Princess Mononoke for the first time last night. I started a long time ago, but left off to continue watching it. But anyways, it was really nice. So like being in this whole big forest thing, kind of, I say thing, being in this really large forest it's making me think of the movie quite a bit. It was a very nice movie though. I enjoyed it. There are two parts to this. There you go. Okay, sure. Who's attacking me now? Oh no. Whatever, I'll give you a big dance. How do you like that? Okay. The guard returned to Slitherbow, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? Got as many as you asked for. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry before the bees begin to stir. That sounds like a good idea. The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there's an airway apart from the entrance, which leads to the spider's nest. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Let's hope so. Too far. Oh, more of the little scorpions. I haven't seen those in a while. They were one of the early on... Were they dire mites to start out with? They were one of the early on enemies that I liked the design of quite a bit. There were like those first few for me that you saw that were like kind of larger enemies that had really cool design. They kind of just like stick with you, I guess. Yeah, outside of Gridania. Yeah, I remember them really well. They were one of the ones that stuck with me. Or that I guess stood out to me the most. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed. Enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? She hands him an empty hand. Nothing. Ha. That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere. Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders. Sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy each Stola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred. Shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you are both ready? No, I need to put my glamour plate on. I need my sprigging cap. I thought there'd be a bit more normal path going up to there. Maybe over here. Yeah, that's definitely not the way to go. So Skyrim, maybe. Climb up the mountains, but not quite as easy in this game. Okay, now I can see the path. Okay, we're gonna try and go this way, because the path seems to lie. Oh, we missed that ether current earlier, didn't we? I think this is a different one. Damn. So good at missing them. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where we should be. Oh my goodness. I did not register what that looked like in full before we passed it. Model. Alright. Jakaris, don't run up there and pull everybody at the same time, please. I have my glamour plates bound to my job change macros, so if I change jobs out in the field, I get triggered because my glam won't swap. That sounds awful. I have like glamour plates linked to my different classes over here, but yeah, it's very frustrating. That would be a really cool quality of life thing for, I'm sure like people have complained about it enough that if there's got to be some kind of problem that's causing it to not be possible. I don't know. I wish they would figure out how to let us use our glamour plates anywhere. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason, but I don't know. Alright. And this way we go. There are definitely not a way to avoid combat with all of these. Every time they're like, oh, go in, make sure you go in here quietly. There's not the option. Especially in this tiny little path. I'm sure they're just saying it for like the sake that if it was like something, oh, not the bat. Come on. Come on, get this bat out of here. Who is this guy? Fresh Lahi after back to when the combat music goes away. I'd also like to set hairstyles to glamour plates. I feel like you may have mentioned that in the stream before, and that is a wonderful idea. Still, yeah. I think that would be great because there's some, I don't know, like especially for when I was trying to pick a different hair for my character, there were a lot of, I know like hair clipping is not like the biggest issue, but there were some outfits that I really liked the new hair with, but then some of them clipped through the hood to the point, I mean like you see like the back of your character the most, so if it's clipping through the back of the outfit you're gonna see that and it's gonna be kind of distracting. So you could like switch them to like hair being up, or like if you had something with like, I don't know, big enough collar that you weren't into those issues. Or even just to like switch up how they look with each outfit. I think that'd be really awesome. I don't see why that wouldn't be possible. It's not like it would be one thing if like the esthetician was like a real money paid service that they'd be missing out on, or if it was like a bunch of gil, but it's 2,000 gil. So I don't see what they'd be losing trying to implement that, except for the fact that it would be like a bunch of work, I guess. Probably something to do with like, I imagine some problems could arise in the form of like cutscenes and stuff. I don't really know how those work though, if I'm being honest, on the technical side of things. But I feel like if they're fine with your outfit changing a bunch, you know, like between every cutscene and that doesn't cause an issue, why would the hair cause an issue, you know? If that was changing all the time. Yep, because the hair I like to use clips a lot with masks. Yeah. This one I feel like, oh, I can't show you because I can't see my glamour plates. Oh, actually, yeah. The outfit I have, this one, it kind of clips with the ponytails. I don't really mind it. But the longer hair that I used, it like clipped all the way through the middle of the hood and it just, I don't know, it just didn't look good. But, you know, maybe one day. Where's my house? Could you heal me, please? Thank you. Choco Cure. One more? No? Okay, that's fine. Alright. Should we go this way? No. No. We're gonna have to fight him anyways. I think it's because the hair system is tied directly to your tune and has to use the character creation tool to change the hair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I guess we're lucky enough that we can even change our hair after finalizing character creation without having to use a whole Fantasia. I feel like a lot of games either would be like, nope, that's just what you look like now, make another one if you don't like it. Or, you know, pay to change your character all over again. But yeah, that does make a lot of sense, you're right. Most games would just charge for the hair. Yeah, honestly. I feel like if Final Fantasy was like any other game, there'd be probably like race Fantasias where you can change like everything about your character, like a full one, and there'd be like, I don't know, slightly more. Oh, we picked up too many things. die. Come on, Chocobo. Painful at a technical step. We're gonna die. Aren't you, Choco, curing me quicker than this? Wait, I have heals. Oh, I shouldn't have been dancing. Fuck. That's okay. We did pick up just too many things. It's alright. And of course, my Chocobo's on healer stance, so he's just gonna keep healing himself and not attacking. I'm coming to raise. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think Dracarys is gonna cut it by herself. Aw, there she goes. And I told you, look, 43 minutes left. Anytime I use 2 of those, she ends up dying. It's just sad. Oh, there she went. R.I.P. Oh, sorry on the microphone. Lahi? If you say that in the shout, does it just pretty much guarantee that someone will say it back to you? Oh wow, fancy golden saucer mount. I'm saving up for a mount from there, I just don't know which one. I already have the tortoise. I only got him because he was the cheapest one, but... Thank you very much. That would have been a hell of a walk back. Goodness. Thank you. Yeah, at least it wasn't as bad as, They should change this version to the, Lahi Silken version. They should. I think that'd be nice. Alright. Dracarys can get back out and maybe not die this time. No problem. Yeah, I appreciate it. If people will Lahi back, that's really fun. Okay. Maybe... Don't go so hard this time, Dracarys, okay? We're gonna get one at a time. I didn't want to dance because I didn't want to end up picking up the other one. And dying again, but it seems to be going okay this time. Oh man, here they go. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll just go ahead and dance. We'll take them out. I don't even think we got that one. That's sad. Oh, we got a bat now too. Good. I feel like the bat's what did us in last time, honestly. Somehow. Red Mall, I got you. Thank you. Oh, we saw that a little late. Sorry. Right now it's just the bat left. Dead, yay! I want this friggin' cap back, man. I don't like looking at the back of this hairstyle. Doesn't look nice. Alright. Let's try to avoid anything unnecessary. Some big AoEs. bats again. Okay. Yahoo! I appreciate you helping out. It would have sucked having to go all the way to New Gridania and come back all the way here. Especially when all the way half through the area. I still don't feel like they're as bad as the Numo was. See what she's got to say about what time I had getting here. The front of seeing suggests this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Ah, we're not even there yet. Oh my goodness. No, that's not more. Those things seem to do number 2. Yeah. I don't know what it was all about, but I'm glad every enemy has not been like that afterwards. I had a kind of rude awakening when I first got to I think it was Camp Cloud Top, maybe? No, that's not right. I'll check in a minute, but it was one of the first places in Heavensward where it was all in the sky and everything. I honestly don't remember. That was a bit of an awakening. Man, these things are hitting hard. But, you know, it got fine. Yes, this is it. We found it. It'll be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. Or nothing will happen. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they're old. Predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We're not like to come here a second time. It would behoove us to learn all that we can. Behoove. Ow. That's not what I meant to do at all. I thought that was the fancy titanium barding. That's so nice. So that comes from like the stream versions, I guess. Examine the murals and take note of what events they may depict. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a mural and okay. Fine. I like how they made this like little, I don't know, mechanic, and now they're just using it a bunch. I don't mind it though. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, attended by their subjects. Okay. The mural appears to be fairly old. Yeah, I feel like they all are. They're cave murals. A knight shields himself and their comrades from an encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. Oh, okay, there's more to this side. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. I like how this one's ancient, but it is much, much clearer and less faded than the very old one. I looked at the murals. They're old.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it, slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was, but he had a good heart.
Was he?
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends, a tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself?
Aww.
I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it.
Aww.
Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses.
Not a lot of confidence there for Arbert. Artbert.
Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
Oh yeah. Artbert is this guy. Arbert. It's trees. No, that was so bad.
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Last few things he did while he was alive all seemed to blow up in his face. I can't blame him for being down. Oh yeah, it totally makes sense. It's just sad to hear him talk. He's like, well, he probably changed his mind and wanted to scrape it off. Because we stink and we're the worst. It was like a weirdly sad plot line when they were in the story the first time, I guess. But, I mean, they were just like us. Like, our characters and everything. I'm sure that's the point, but this game makes you consider a lot of things. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering this tablet. Tell me, Buconyx, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearing to the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be useful in the future. Maybe. Alright, I at least have a spot for this, right? I think. Damn it. Almost funny at this point. I will get this cleaned out. Man, not the shoes too. Ooh, actually. Kinda cool. Whatever. It's just gear. It's not like we spend hours curating our glamours for our characters. Nothing matters. Let us hurry to slip their bow. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you should rest for a while. No doubt Renard will be eager to have you sample his cooking. A As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Alright. Chocobo, let's Choco go. Oh, that's away, never mind. Let's Choco teleport instead. What if I began adding Choco to anything? Probably not. Seems we have another case of the disappearing quest NPCs. Here he is. Econics. The guard told me you left with Master Matoya to Woven Oath. And no sooner do you return than she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she's safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat by the fire? The stew will soon be ready. Why does he look so sad about cooking? You must be hungry. I feel like I hit the desk. Have a seat where? Here. On this log. Hey. Eh.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
Uh-oh.
We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Everyone who has yet to show up is alive, not in very terrible danger. We already had one funeral today.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
What about me? Still not trust me?
The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the source.
Oh no. I'm just fine. Fine. Everything's fine.
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
I feel like I'd feel a difference, wouldn't I? Something. Don't
Though I have
agree.
given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already.
What if what we're doing is we think the good thing, like we think we're stopping it, but what if this is what causes them to, I don't know. Not thinking about it.
Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy.
Well, does not like men who keep secret.
I have
The
had
Exarch.
my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask, The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Yomorans have come for us!
Oh
We're
no.
under attack!
There's no way he was lying about that, right? Mm. But meanwhile, in Yulmore, Alvaro there right now? Or at least in Lucia? Oh, wow.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
Generous is definitely the word for him.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival.
Yeah.
Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility.
Because he's a coward. He's a coward.
Even should you slay the Sin Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just settle with that instead of actually trying.
With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king, nay, a god. I will see their dreams.
Aren't you throwing people off balconies?
Their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
You're throwing people off balconies. Got power and control over the Sin Eater, so he doesn't want to lose it. Yeah. I guess the best way to not have to worry about defeating your enemy is cooperating with your enemy. Oh. Feels like someone else is doing that.
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them.
I have to admit that the really cool sin eaters in this room. Look very awesome. Very, very nice.
That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power.
Yeah, checked power. You can get that big lion he's laying on as a mount? For real? Is it from something extreme or is it a little more obtainable? That'd be awesome. Is it like the same size as it is
But
in this
man is
cutscene?
more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding.
By doing hunts? Hell yeah. That lion
This
is mine.
calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
That's so cool.
Deluded fool. These people
The one
care not.
petting the lion looks really cool
They
too.
care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
I love that hair on the one petting it is kind of goes into like the wing type things on her back. It looks so cool. When hunt trains once you get access to all the Shadowbringer zones and you'll get the currency for it. Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know. That is definitely on my list. Need to do a lot of things to get mounts because
You
I'm pretty
underestimate
lacking.
them, Lord 4-3. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
I love the little poof of hair on top of his head. That's just so funny
With
to me.
tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Hell yeah. You tell him.
Why do I even bother?
Oh well, yeah, there's mounts tucked away in all kinds of farming stuff. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get all of them. I'm gonna have every mount. Just kidding, but I would like to get a lot of them.
So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense.
Kind of figured.
Selection will not be tolerated. The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception.
Ah, what's he doing?
What? How did he?
Hee. I like how him having a ring on.
Fine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
I like how him having rings on every one of his fingers kind of shows how excessive he is with his wealth and greed, I guess. Or at least that's what I'm getting. Because they show his hands kind of up close a lot to kind of get you to focus on that. The voice actor that did Valkyrie did an amazing job. Yeah. I could not imagine any different type of voice for him. It is really incredible. The voice actors do such a good job.
speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do.
Turn it up a little bit more since Father isn't screaming again.
I presume that is your doing.
Yeah. Oh man.
If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
Yeah, that is our intention.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
I'm gonna listen to that.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness.
Oh, of course they have.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
Okay.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
Interesting.
You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed.
So they're bringing in military forces, trying to rule over an entire forest, and they are eliminating their freedom of religion? Interesting.
Little
Gotta
wonder
love
the
that.
warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
Not wrong. Literally just here.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for woven oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
They're worshipping the darkness. Yet they're fighting, well, the children, whatever, them. But they're fighting against or taking the side that is against the people who are trying to return darkness to their sky.
Woven
Crazy.
oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our faith to join those zealots?
Mm-mm.
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
Love the angry text bubbles when someone's yelling.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
Mm-mm.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
They don't know you are bringing the night back, and they won't believe it because that would mean their methods are wrong. You're right, that's true. I forgot. Yulmore knows that we are the ones responsible for the night being brought back to 2 of the places in Norvrent, right? But I guess they don't know that. But okay, I will be back in just 1 minute. super quick restroom break. Back in just a second, and we'll continue this quest. Talk to Oriange in just a sec. Oh hey, overlays loaded in correct the first time. Fantastic. Okay. The guard has been afflicted with the most terrible and efficacious poison. We've attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow down the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. Ooh, interesting. I'll have to see what that looks like. How fareth the young guard? Poison spread throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Well, I guess that didn't... Our plan to figure something out did not work. We don't have time to even try. Do not blame yourselves, my friend. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made a little difference. The children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What are the rest of the blessed? Have they taken the news? How have they taken the news of Yulmar's generous proposition? With anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. I considered a convocation of all the knights blessed, that we might consider their ultimatum. But I know how they will answer. Master Batoya, I am truly sorry. We will not, cannot, abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee? I am not one to run from my troubles. In fact, with Muconix's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. Umoran's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Raktika, they would have no cause to remain. All of which is rather easier said than done. Unless, of course, you finally deciphered that tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and with it we can prepare everything we need to enter Yixma... Maja? Maybe they'll show it in a cutscene again, sorry. What say you all? We need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lieth before us. Upo? Good. I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Runar. Very well. Doesn't look like he feels very well. I see there is no change in your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? Yes, I do. And this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Dusi Mekta. While you see to that, Minfili and I will remain here to help shore up Slitherbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. What is that arm? It's arm gear. I don't know what word I'm looking for. One blue one, metal sticking off of it, and then this one's just like a band wrapped around above my elbow. Strange. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is exactly what you were talking about. Wow. Very cool. Wow, it's got the metal scale, or whatever that is, on the tail, the cool pattern. Wow. Very cool. And that's how you sit on it? That's so cool. Very cool. Okay. It's not a long journey from here. There it is. Yeah, I jumped in every hunt train I could for a few days to get the BC. Awesome. I'll have to get on that at some point. That's so cool. Plus it has a really unique like pose that you get on there with. I don't know if that changes. Are there any like mount sitting poses, I guess, that change between character races? I don't know if that's a thing. There you are. Ready for a swim? The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted in the symbolism of Ronkan culture. Ronkans sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as the protector of the wood, an arbiter of life and death. Below it were 4 others, each equal in rank: the coral, the colibri, the opo-opo, and the wolf. Characterized as the bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. I feel like I'm gonna have to remember that. To open the chamber containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay 2 difference 3 of these beasts by placing one's palm on monuments wrought in their image, and that this must be done in a specific sequence. If my interpretation is correct, the order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake. By its strength do our lands prosper. He is the opo-opo, rival thy kin. As all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. He is the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to all those who seek harmony with their kin. Tablet says not of the placement, size, or appearance of the monuments, alas. Hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. Man, she's so mean to ask again. Mind that you listen this time, yes? Okay, snake, okay. Okay, we'll just have to go see. Hi, Simba. You don't have to sit in the monitor, do you? There we go. Very nice. There we go. Could not remember the buttons. The horses are the only one I've seen different poses. The female elf I have sits side saddle on them. Everything else I've seen sits normal. Okay, cool. I like the pose for the lion. I think it's cool. Well, Senator resembling a lion, I guess. Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, she said something about the snake first. So. I know she said, like, she mentioned snake, then opo-opo, then wolf, but I don't know. I know she said they were all tied to different, like, values, I guess. That was a lot of information to remember at once. No. Okay. Well, there's not too much you have to remember. Okay, good. Isn't too bad. I like how the music is the same underwater. Very nice. It blew my mind in Stormblood when we got the underwater exploring, I guess, because I had never seen anybody doing that in the game, and I didn't know that it was going to be a thing, so I was kind of blown away. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Right, could that be under here? Okay. Oh, okay. We'll go back out. Alright. I think we did it. I think the only annoying part of the underwater things is it's really hard to tell where you're positioned if you're on a mound. Or to tell if you're close enough to do something, I guess. It's a really cool feature, especially when they have you exploring underwater ruins. Yeah. It's very cool. It adds a lot of variety to all the areas in the game, I think. I do find it strange that your mounts can swim underwater, but they can't swim on the surface of the water, but I'm sure that would have been a lot extra to put in. Let me put my glam. Okay. Did you find it? Yeah. I just came back and I was like, I am so lost. This medallion, it bears the owl insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt. This is the seal of Ronka. Well done, Mechanics. We can begin our preparations and enter Ixmaha in earnest. I'm sure once we get there, someone will say something, and I'll know if I'm gonna pronounce it again. They mentioned it very briefly last. Ooh. Oh, come on, man. I have so many old ones. I have 2 of these. Ah. Very pretty. Not sure how well the blue goes with my outfit, but I will use them or show them, I guess. Nonetheless, won't glamour them for now. They look nice. Not so great with my weird mismatch outfit, but we could probably do something with them. They're very pretty. They look like there's like crystals all over the sides of them. Sweet urine Lahi. I certainly am listening to. Oh, wow. How exciting. Can't wait to go here. Yeah, I'm loving every time I come out of combat or a cutscene. That I get to hear a fresh Lahi every time. And welcome in, Bowmage. I hope you're having a good day. How's it going? My inventory is still very bad. I am giving the illusion that it's not because I threw a bunch of stuff into my chocobo saddlebag, which I luckily cleaned out a few months ago. But she did the mandatory Lahi too. I did, yeah. I'm gonna have to do that some other time. Fun. Nice. One other thing to do here, the 2 blue quests that give you flying complete their entire quest chain for both. Gotcha. Do they turn into regular side quests and I should still pick those up, or are they just kind of like the ones that I was picking up in Clusia, where they kind of just continue along? If that makes sense. Regular side quests, I believe. Okay, cool. I imagine they're pretty interesting, then. Bearing the seal, it should be possible to enter Ixmaha unmolested by its guardians. Why do they keep saying unmolested? I will go ahead to Slitherbow and inform the others. When you have recovered from your exertions, meet with us in the cavern leading east to our village. Okay, how far are we? Okay, that's not a far walk from there, so I am going to be annoying, and I'm going to go here real quick just to put my glamour back on, because I really want it. But it'll only take a few seconds. Priorities. Yeah. I mean, I've been going a while with a bunch of strange gear on, but I'm getting to the point where most of my outfit is just this weird mix match. I could have went with just like the pants or the shoes being different, but now it's like the gloves and the pants and the shoes. only take but a moment. What should I put on though? I'm not gonna sit here and deliberate it. Once they load, come on. I missed the all black one. Oh, but I changed it. It's got a different hat on it. We're not gonna go all the way to the glamour dresser. So I think it's this one. If it'll show it, jeez. My plates are acting funky. Are we good now? Computer, are we alright now? Character's gone. Okay, there we go. Right, all good. Come back. Hello. My hat. This would have taken 2 seconds. My computer wasn't going crazy. But we're good though, so we'll go ahead and teleport in. My computer will sort itself out in a second. Goodness. There it is. Okay, much better. The hat was mostly my problem, really. What if some really big story thing happens? I want to take a screenshot of my character. I don't want it to look dumb forever. Okay. We are not a far walk from this at all. Thank you for letting me know about those side quests after the third current quests. Bowmage, I will definitely check those out. I'm going the wrong way. I'll definitely check those out very soon. Never do a random mount. Let's do a random one. I always like to pick mine at the time, but okay, turtle, that's fair. Okay. Those weapons look very nice, actually. They kind of glow in this cave here. Very pretty. Good, you're here. Renar opened the gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Ixmaha, and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long for the Woods Protectors to find me when I last came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let down our guard. Now let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. Plus, I was missing my little matching carbuncle slippers too, so I had to get them back. Oh man, this one. Ah. Well, if there's one thing my weapons match, it is this area for sure. The Blind Forest. Oh. The seal.
It would seem we have found them.
They found us. Or so.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Begone!
Please.
Wait! We did not come to!
Talk a little quicker, Shola, come on. Nobody wants paper cuts.
Stop! We mean you no harm.
Took long enough to show that. I feel like I'd walk up holding that instead of almost getting like my head cut off.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
It appears to be genuine.
Interesting.
Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Okay.
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Ixmaya. Okay. Got it now. Just needed them to say it, that was all. That's why I just pick my own mounts all the time. Follow the flowers this way. They live in the tree. I have a mount favorites that the mount roulette will pick from. Yeah, I think I saw that for minions and thought the same was for mounts, but I just haven't gone through and done it. Honestly, I just want to have enough mounts to feel like setting it up since I only pick from a few. You see, I don't have hardly any that aren't from the main story. Kind of boring. I'll get some. I would have the seal that we may confirm its authenticity. Right to the point, I see. Very well. There is no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is the proper size, and by its weight is plain it was made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. I don't doubt it. I swam around for a long time trying to find it. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment. Now you are finally here. Bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I'm Almet, Lieutenant of Fano. We met? Your younger sister. I met. A pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg your pardon? These are troubled times for my people. I cannot imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take your ease. If you'd like, I will show you about the village. But I must warn you, it is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. That'd be terrifying. Imagine. Think how far you could fall through those steps? Mm-mm. Top of the tree. I thought we were gonna have to go to the top. Interesting. This way, look, see, that's when I shouldn't have went and done my glamour plate, because look, here we are, we're gonna get more gear. This way, what is your name? Onyx. This is a common name nowadays? How times change. But I digress. Come, and be sure to watch your step. Oh, so pretty. Imagine like a housing district kind of based off of this whole like high up in the trees kind of placement, I guess, theme. It would be very, very, very cool. Okay. Maybe quite a maze. Pretty. Oh. You're not kidding about the height. As bearers of the seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the palace guard which served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears, final decree of his eminence before Ronka's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath your all, and thus Ronka will live on. By his commands, we've remained in the Raktika Greatwood, guardians of Ronka's ruins, and the wisdom held within. I hope thou wilt not think the question impertinent, but did thy people's framed longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? That was one reason, yes. We would easily live to see 3 of your 11 lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land, but now, snow is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the allies for whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister. We are glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours, should you wish it. You need only ask. Very reminiscent of the Vieira village from Final Fantasy XII. I have picked that up to play. I actually got interested in the game because I had a PS4 theme that had the Village theme song, or the theme that plays there in it. And I love that song so much that I made me very interested to play the game. So I will get through that eventually. I just haven't really had time to delve into it. You come in search of the Light Warden. But I love that song though. My apologies, but I do not know where it makes its lair. Do you not recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. 30? But that would mean... How old are you exactly? Like, that's kind of rude from Philia. Usually. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. We have leave to speak with the other V's then? But of course. Then we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there is time yet to act. This one is up, but a few of them are down. I don't really have to learn how to navigate this place. It was not my intention to pry, but your voice carries far. I know what it is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I have not seen the Light Warden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, and if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. Not that close. I've been meaning to talk about this, but is Free Realms a nice nostalgia game for anyone? Because I'm very excited for it to be brought back with, well, brought back, not officially, but to be brought back with the people working on Free Realms Sunrise. FR Sunrise, I guess they can't really call it Free Realms, but it's really exciting to me because I missed out on a lot of the content in that game because I was so young when I played it. I didn't get to play it to its full potential, so I'm glad that it's going to be coming back in a way. An outsider, but how? I guess it was technically my first MMO of any sort. By the gods, allies of the Empire, my sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling here in Fano, he lived in a village near the Raktika Falls until it was destroyed by sin eaters. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger, for one thing, but what struck her was the way its fellows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she had seen was the Light Warden. Your exchange with Kirill has taught you something about the Light Warden's possible whereabouts. Okay. Never played. Yeah, I really liked playing it because I pretty much only had access to free-to-play MMOs for a long time, which made that one great, I guess. But I feel like a lot of things from when you're younger, it kind of has those nostalgia glasses on it, so I'm worried that when it comes back, it's not going to be near as exciting for me. Especially having played games like this now. I'm sure it'll be fun to run around on for a while. The Light Warden? No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters. How they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the Warden is a grotesque, corpulent thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. Nice. Okay. We just got a very nice image from her. I may. Search for the Light Warden? I cannot say I have ever laid eyes on it. Oh, they have little hammocks. So cool. Our duty is to protect the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. Okay. Oh, I guess the second one we talked to probably was the one who gave us the most information. City's actually a little easier to navigate than I thought it would be so far. I pray the others were able to provide what I could not. Can I write them down? Things in the Raktia Great. I wrote a book on the fly. Near Raktika Falls? Why was I not told of this? I think I see now why it has never been spotted on our patrols. I have never heard of this Raktika Falls, but I can assume it lies deep within the woods of Ixmaya. Just so. The tunnel which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters, and has not since been passable for many years. We have made several attempts to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost, thereby making it a suitable place for the warden to take sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter, but it would be at great peril to you and your companions. The Kaitana Revel, a temple to the northeast. Well, that doesn't sound like a dungeon. I don't know what does. It has been sealed for centuries. Ow. But within is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of Ronka, it can. First, we must go to the Kamul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through the Kaitana Revel can be opened. It may sound like a simple task. There are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting. That we might not be tempted, the means to do so were withheld from us. We can but show you the way. The rest will be up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? Did you have to ask? Let us be about it then. She has a really cool ring that I just noticed in one of the last cutscenes. Stola? Like one of those cool metal ones. I have one of those. Somewhat similar. That is your wish. It is my duty to escort you. I wonder if that ring hurts Shola's knuckle to wear as much as it does mine. While we attend to the matters of the Kamul Astropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianger and Thancred, share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Raktika Falls, it is yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. You said, I am Thancred. Simet, I leave them to you. I don't know if that T is pronounced like that, or if it's like Ume. I don't know. Our present course prove false. Doubt not that Thancred and I shall find any and all possible ways forward. Okay, let's see what we got here. Room for this one? Yeah, we actually did. You know what? For the time being, that actually looks kind of cool. It looked different with our sleeves. That is quite cool. Okay. There's no sense not putting our recommended gear. Actually, I like that quite a bit with the pants. And the sleeves. That's surprising. I actually like that quite a lot. Really cool black. Sure, why not? May as well if we're gonna be wearing it for the time being, right? I actually like that quite a bit. But now the green slippers don't really make sense. So, sorry, I know my priorities are out of whack. Okay, much better. What you seek lies in the heart of the Cumulustropolis. Unfortunately, it was too sealed shut by the order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. I will show you the way. Alright, how far away are we talking here? Okay, looks like we should be leaving this way. Not the way we showed up. Okay. Actually, I don't see a dungeon icon. Maybe I was incorrect. Certainly seems like, or it sounds like one there would be. It's still coming for us? Yes. Oh, okay, never mind. I gave up. You can stop. Fine. Drakars, give it up. Chocobo. Oh my gosh, Drakars. Are you serious? I wonder why you had to heal me. Goodness. And it was just gonna leave. I love the AoE lining up with right when I clicked on the quest. Okay. Oh, don't go fighting anyone else, please. You were able to keep up, I see. Well done. Ahead lie the morning stars, 4 monuments built in tribute to the guardians of Raktika. Beyond them is the great period of Snare, where the flow of magic must be restored. It is said that the monuments are themselves the keys to opening the pyramid. Though I know not how. That is for you to discover. Another puzzle. Wonderful. I would have a closer look. I was trying out it was with my squadron, which was annoying. I feel like I'm comfortable enough to at least do the lower level dungeons now, but I've been trying out some healing with my Astrologian, which is fun. I feel like I'm getting a good balance of being able to attack in my downtime but not neglecting healing. But I know that's probably a lot easier said done with squadrons than with actual people. But I think I'd at least feel comfortable enough playing the earlier dungeons, which is fine because my Astrologian is only maybe 39, almost 40. So it is indeed another puzzle. But for a blessing, it appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. These statues are all depictions of the divine beast mentioned on the tablet. No doubt they will open the way into the pyramid in like manner. But we have to discern the correct order. Let's split up and search the area for clues. These ruins are covered in ancient inscriptions. The answer may well be hidden among them. Indeed, it may be best to transcribe them if they are as numerous as you say. Better than to risk overlooking something. Though transcription would prove impractical for you, not being versed in Ronkan script. No matter. You will employ a different approach. Impressions. Okay. I'll look at them. No, I'm going to make impressions. I understand now. I was just gonna look at them and be like, this was my impression. Here, I had thought these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we discovered, but they will serve you just as well. Take impressions of any inscriptions you find. We will start at the base of the pyramids. You begin at the top. When you have finished, return here and I will translate your findings. Okay. Where do I get? Oh, literally just walk. Or jump, I guess. Damn. Nice. The squadron dungeons is a nice way to learn a class at your own pace. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying, especially seeing later in the game how well NPCs can behave in a dungeon and how they can like pay attention to mechanics and do everything. It just kind of makes going backwards and seeing how these squadron dungeons, or how your squadron, I guess, in dungeons reacts to stuff. And having to like tell them what to do and stuff, kind of having to control them kind of makes it more confusing, I guess. And because all the like random attacks from the bosses automatically target you, kind of makes it difficult. Those squadrons won't do multiple mob pack pulls. Yeah, that's true. Squadron space tanks everything. Yeah. It is definitely something. But I used it for a little bit and now I feel like I have used my Astrologian to heal a while ago, probably like when I picked up Astrologian like 2 years ago, in one of the first few dungeons, and it went fine, but I was really over-focused on just like constantly healing and not doing any attacks in my downtime, and like health was pretty full, like it was kind of just like over-the-top healing, but it seems fun. Make an impression of the writing inscribed on the monument. Okay. I don't need to narrate that. Oh, shit. But yeah, how capable they've made the NPCs like later in the game with like dungeon mechanics just kind of makes the squadron seem a little, I don't know, a little dumb by comparison, I guess. Every time the song restarts, I'm still not tired of it. It's very nice. A lot of jumping. Damn. Good thing my health was full. Hee hee. We're gonna have to fight this guy. No? Okay. The squadron have tons of HP to make up for their derpiness. The trust have more normal HP since they kind of do mechanics. Yeah, that's fair. Kind of makes me nervous a bit because since they have more HP, I worry that, and I know I did fine when I did do dungeons healing with just like regular people. I know that went fine, but I just overthink everything. I'd really like to try it out, or continue trying it out. Progress with it, I guess. Really like this part of the MSQ. I'm liking it a lot. It's really interesting. I feel like I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've done so far in Shadowbringers. Nothing has seemed like a chore or mindless or boring, I don't think. I trust you've made good use of those clay tablets. Well done. A moment while I decipher what you found. You memorized the, all the stuff that she found not that long ago. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramids gave any hints as to the solution of the puzzle, focusing instead on how to proceed having solved it. Your findings, on the other hand, appear to form a riddle. Once assembled, it reads as follows. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, red burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. I had assumed that the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from what Almate and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of suffusing one of the statues with either. Oh, interesting. The question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? No thoughts, head empty. Given your talent for finding solutions to vexatious problems, I think it best that you choose the statue. What say you, Buconics? Need more time to consider, take it, but do make haste. I would suggest seeking Almet's counsel, but she seems rather preoccupied with reciting the riddle. At the very least, you should consider having a second look at the statues themselves. Perhaps they offer some clue as to which is the correct choice. Oh, now you want to fight, huh? Now that I'm busy? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm enjoying every single bit of Shadowbringers so far. Every city, every little quest line. Oh. These are the same. Can we pick the same ones? Facing away from the coral statue? Oh jeez, I don't remember what she said now. I imagine it wouldn't be that easy. Just serpent. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wolf like last time. Come together. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to actually figure it out. Oh man. Maybe I was. Right then. After you've selected a statue, I will imbue it with the required aether. Should it prove to be a trap, I am more than capable of warding off any malign magics it may contain. Now, which statue will it be? I go with the... Together, share despair. Go thy way, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call, let thy gaze. Avert thy gaze could be the... This wasn't the serpent one facing away from the coral statue? River fall, that doesn't sound good. Come together, share despair, so that's not good. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear, that's not good. Mark the crown, heed its call. What has to do with the crown? The owl. Didn't they say the owl was, I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. But they said the owl was on the thing to do with, the Ronkin Emperor, right? And maybe the crown. The ether has been absorbed. You really do have a talent for these. Oh, that was right. Wow. Nice. Not sure if it's something you can really... I assume it's something you could actually get wrong and then just have to try again, but... If that was the case, then... Because they almost distracted me by making some of them the same as the underwater puzzle. The way should be clear now. Come, let us... Someone approaches. Oh. Oh. Sister. Tamet? What are you doing here? What has happened? Oh, yeah. The Warren soldiers. They have entered Ixmaya. The Warren soldiers? What of the Blessed? Nothing specific. But it seems the Warrens had little interest in Slitherbow or its people. According to our scouts, their general and his men made all haste for the gate to Ixmaya on finding it. So we probably led them right to it. That was probably their intention from the beginning. Cool. Together with Thancred, Yume and some others have engaged them at the border. You were to return and assist Yume at once. You're not to set foot near the ruins Orphano. We will see to matters here and return as quickly as we can. Understood? Yes, sister. Be careful. I knew time was short. I did not expect the Gilmorans to move so swiftly. But we have come too far to turn back now. Two foods. Time is against us, friend. Quickly into the pyramid. Thank goodness. One time Dracarys didn't want to engage with everything. Be riding my mountain here. Antelope. Looks a little bit like Palace of the Dead to me. Just a tiny bit. Probably just all the little square rooms. This still seems like it would be something. I guess if it was a trial, we wouldn't see the dungeon mark. Yep. We've been tricked. We just had a trial, didn't we? We just did Titania. Which should be through these doors. In the confessional of Upasa, the Elder. But why is it not open? Magic appears to be flowing through the walls, but it's being obstructed as it approaches the door. Is it not strange that only one of these pedestals bears an owl statue? Missing an owl. Or someone stole an owl. Strange indeed. The second statue is likely hidden to keep the door sealed. We can cover more ground if we split up. Ahmed, take the chamber to the south. Euconix, the one to the east. I will search the chamber to the west. Who's gonna take the north? It's close. An antelope. Casa Tupas. The levels for the quests are catching up to my level quite quickly. What if this game didn't put the little sparkles on whatever you're looking for? They make it so much more difficult. I've looked everywhere and... Wait, is that... Yeah, I found it very quickly. The statue, you found it. It looks light enough. We need but to return it. We need but return it to the altar, no? One might assume so, but nothing about these ruins has ever been quite so simple. I sensed a strange energy emanating from the eyes of the statues in the corridors of this place. Could this figure be moved, it would not surprise me for them to suddenly start to life. That's my least favorite thing. Not statues coming to life. Trap then, for the unsuspecting as they attempt to return this to its rightful place. Precisely. Caution would serve us well here. Which is why I would ask you to deliver the statue to the main chamber. An abundance of magic yet courses through these walls. For my eyes, distractingly so. I believe yours, on the other hand, would more aptly perceive the traps for what they are. Okay. Sure. Right then, we will meet you at the door to the confessional of Tupasa the Elder. Deliver the owl statuette to the altar at the entrance of the confessional of Tupasa the Elder. Yeah, that's what we just said. Well, oh, hang on. Get my water. I have 2 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Be wary of attacks from enemies, which will sap your strength. That sounds restful. What? Why does it disappear? Oh. Oh. Get it? Yeah. It took me a minute to figure it out. Watch the way the statues are facing. Don't be seen by them. Gotcha. Thought you were just kind of mentioning that the eyes were spooky. Alright, come on. I was not looking at them because I was looking for the enemies, because it said to be wary of enemy attacks because they would sap your strength. But I guess I have to go near them. Or should I get them first? I don't know. That's okay. Wasn't too difficult. I find these running very quickly with things on a timer quite interesting. Not a bad way. Alright, watch these owls. Watch out. Oh shit, I gotta go over there. Ah. I'm gonna run out of time. Got it, no problem. Would be sad if you ran to the other one and that owl on the other side saw you. You successfully delivered the statuette to the altar. The statue is returned, but was that enough? I believe it was. I can see either flowing to the door now. A little ominous. No big deal. pray this means an end to the tricks and traps of these ruins. Well done. That sounds like something. You're but one step from entering the Kaitana Rebel, but I must warn you, this last step is without question the most perilous. Overcome this final trial, and the path forward will open to you. Right, I have hella hiccups right now. They're not going away. A path laden with more puzzles and traps, I'm sure. The Emperor always takes such pleasure in wasting the time of his allies. Let us end this, Mechanics, while time is yet on our side. Before we enter, I would tell you of the trial that awaits you. Trial. The chamber is said to be filled with all manner of devices to keep trespassers away from the switch. The most potent being wards of displacement. They may very well force you into danger. Should we become separated, please use these. Whisper weeds. They have their own. They will allow us to communicate no matter where we find ourselves. I think Mechanics and I can work out how to use these well enough. Thank you. Alright, Mechanics. The sooner we finish here, the sooner we can return to the others. Oh, it's one of these. I guess we can do this before we're done tonight. How we get this over with? We got all our stuff on? Right. Depending on how long this is, this might be the last thing we do tonight. Well, I said that kind of Friday, and that was not the case. I went till almost 11, so yeah, I see them. Made to curse any who enter the pyramid is said to be seen by them is to be seen by death. Okay, so I just got patient to their pattern. Ooh, interesting. Healthy? I love that. I actually really do. Sounds sarcastic, but it is not. Love a good stealth game. Sister, can you hear me? 2 soldiers have just broken through our defenses. Follow them. They are not to reach this temple, understood? A pair of soldiers somehow made it past my sisters. No doubt on their way here. More reason we should hurry then. Hope we don't see them at the end of this. Okay, more sneaky. Ah! Different. Ooh. I should probably watch their pattern for a second. Okay, he goes from there to there. So we should go this way when they're both not looking. And wait for this one to go back over there. I think so. Oh, there is no way to go here. Interesting. It's a very small window. Ooh. Eee. This is very fun. We're introducing so much cool new stuff. I don't recall really ever having to be stealthy in this game. Very fun. They're massive. How do we get around them? How are we to get around them? I will draw their attention with glamour. It will not last long. The moment they're distracted, we must run with all haste. Well, you can't use glamour plates here. Teleportation device? This should end well. Okay, teleport me. In event. Ooh. Oh no. Been sent to separate chambers. Missed poison. And it has nullified my magic. Awesome. These markings on the floor, I should think they show the way out. Oh, okay, arrows. Nice. Oh, this is fun. Did something with something very similar to this. I don't remember what it was. Nope. Here we go. Okay, that'll take me to that. Awesome. Yay. Love some puzzles. Never really had a lot of puzzles like that. It's so cool. How we're all still in one piece. That means little to the others if we don't hurry. Leave me behind. Oh no. What was that noise? Not a bolt. It felt very boulder coming, didn't it? By the gods. It's a bold. Ooh. Oh, there's more. Oh. Jeez. They're way quicker than me. I was just a little bit slow. Do I have to do the whole thing again? That's ass. That's okay. I was actually gonna say that I don't mind if I had to repeat. Jeez. I feel like it would have just been like in sections or something. I can do it in normal things. Run, Indy, run! What's a temple without a good old Indiana Jones boulder? Yeah, I mean, you were in there, complete BS. Yeah, I was. I was like, I thought I was gonna wait. I didn't know there was gonna be another one. And I didn't realize that they were going to go much quicker than me. I thought there'd be like at least a second of time to prepare to run for the next one. But now I know to run as soon as I get there. But yeah, I was in there. I didn't think it could have touched my foot. You now being the slow one, Stola? Maybe she was the one that was too slow. Boulder got her. Luckily we weren't too far into this, I don't think. Still, I like this part. Oh yeah, me too. It's really cool. I don't feel like there's ever been any kind of puzzles like this in the game before. Don't mind having to do it again. The combat ones where you get like you're like 30 minutes in and then an NPC gets himself killed. I don't like redoing those. Those suck. But something different than the kill X mobs or deliver thing to person Y. Yeah, it's different for, especially for these instance things. They're almost always just a fight where either you need to not die or you need to keep someone else from dying. It's very different from. Of course, there's a pattern still. Yes. Wish you could speed through a little bit of the dialogue the second time around. But it's okay. He was literally walking a second ago. And I'm the slow one? I'm the one that messed up this operation? Please. Oh, it was something with the, one of the older Pokemon games, I think. That the little arrow puzzle was reminding me of. That's definitely what it was. Oh my gosh, I have to do this before the pollen kills me? I didn't notice that last time. Didn't even see my health going down. Alright, come on. I think we did this. I mean, this only takes like 3 moves, I think, right? Oh, not that one. Like you went to the wrong spot 3 times. 2D failed. That would suck. Especially because I got it wrong at least twice the first time. Make sure I use the sprint here, since apparently I have to move quicker than normally possible. A little farther this time, that's good. Alright, we're gonna get this time. So. I think they get a head start from me. Oh my god, I can't even sprint. Are you kidding? Alright, here. I'm not letting them beat me to it this time. My ass is gonna be the front. Go, 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 go. Your ass is gonna get crushed, but not me. You have to jump. Damn. That was intense. Fun though. There's no going back now. I pray it's not much further. Sounds just like a link shell. Sister, they've reached the temple. I fear they are too fast for us. Be careful of the traps inside. We are nearly there. It is unheard of for anyone to outpace the V's. What is this man who comes before you? Could it be Ranjit? Oh, we have precious little time. I know into this place. Her saying, I pray this trap is the last, or that trap was the last, makes me think it will not be the case. Lucky gravity doesn't affect you. Yeah, I feel like I thought it was gonna do like the fall damage and drop me to at least like close to 1 HP. Oh jeez. Our besties.
Away with you!
Be gone!
This ends now!
Here I come!
No holding back!
I should get both of them actually. Probably. probably just focus on him, honestly. Damn.
No quarter!
I love how they barely stack. This is so intense, sorry. What's going on? Oh, I guess we're done. Our level's no longer synced. Done with the parts we can fail, I guess. We did it, I think.
It seems to be working. I think not.
Damn.
General, hold on!
Haha. Inky. Or he's messing things up for everyone. Great. Guess we somehow avoided that on our way in. You idiot.
Expertly done.
How was I to know that that would happen? It looked like any other part of the floor.
Min, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Might now be an opportune time to strike a bargain? We poisoned a number of villagers in Slitherbough with a toxin brewed for us by the children.
That's terrible.
This is the antidote.
Oh, what a bitch.
I dare say you know how potent their concoctions are, and the futility of trying to counteract their effects.
A bitch.
Now, try anything here, and we're all likely to fall. Eventually someone will come to our rescue, or yours. Promise us safe passage, and we'll give you the antidote. Do we have a deal?
Hey, for now.
We do not negotiate with the enemy. The villagers' lives are forfeit, as is yours.
What? Oh, damn. No, we have the antidote. Damn. Come on. Use your magic. Come on, you get it. Jumped. Jumped.
Do not fail.
How noble and pointless.
What?
Is everyone all right? What in the...
Oriange! At once! Down with you!
Oh, damn. What is going on?
Where is Y'shtola?
I'll click on it in a second. Sorry. No need for crying emotes, Bowmage. Everything is going to be fine. Everyone is going to be fine. The Lahi afterwards were very worried. Nobody saying anything. Thankfully, Ranji's cohorts had the good sense to fall back. We should be here soon with word from Finno. We should hold our position here until she arrives. What the fuck just happened? Oh yay, some dye. Can someone please tell me where my friend went? Maybe some green dye. Almay, please tell me you know. Sorry, I don't know if it's Almay or Almet. I don't know how the T is pronounced, but you know their names. I'm focusing on anything else, so please tell me you know that hole might lead out into the woods somewhere. Were there another means of exiting the temple? There's no question that we would know of it. But I fear that is of little consequence, for we have tried to mark the depth of the pit and failed. Not when you're a super talented mage who can break her fall, right? To fall from such a height. No fucking way. What? Sister, I come bearing news. The Umoran soldiers and the children have fled Ixmaya. They abandoned Sotherbow as well, though they yet remain in the swamps near Lakeland. Unfortunately, a number of the Blessed were poisoned while fending off the soldiers. Don't worry, I've got the antidote. One we believe to be of their order was found lost in Ixmaya, feverish and badly wounded. He was taken to Finno for treatment, but I fear there's little we can do for him. He and the other Blessed will not last long without an antidote. Then we must act quickly. If you've a spare vial, Mithili and I can deliver it to the Blessed at Sotherbow. You and Oriange should return to Finno and tend to the wounded villager there. What about Y'shtola? Girl, can somebody please finally... I know it seems callous of us to leave, but she leapt into that hole for a reason. We have to save the Blessed, whatever it takes. Alright. Nobody's elaborating. My sisters and I will remain here. We must be certain no soldiers are still lurking about. Come, Mechanics. Let not Y'shtola's sacrifice be in vain. You Finno. Can't wait for her to miraculously show up completely fine. Heavens forfend, Unar. 'Twas he who forestalled the Umoran's procession, and in so doing afforded thee time to traverse the temple. Quickly, the antidote. I'm not liking this. From Abra. Nar still appears visibly pained. Perhaps he requires another dose of medicine. Give it to him. Third dose. Medicine seems to take effect as the color slowly creeps back into his cheeks. It would appear the worst hath passed, though his wounds yet want for mending. I shall minister to him forthwith. Okay. I can already make plenty of green dye. I don't know if any of these are not. I feel like lime would be. I know I have some. Like I have some too. We'll just get some. Because even though I have some, it looks nice. Well, I'm kind of nervous to see if things turn out okay. I don't feel like I have the energy to cry about what could possibly be very bad. I kind of feel like I'm desensitized because Y'shtola has died, supposedly died many a time, and seemed fine, so we'll just have to see Monday, I guess. That's tomorrow, so not too long to wait. I think I am probably going to head off of here and get some dinner. Lahi. Yeah, Lahi. Feel like maybe things aren't good. I don't know. Shadowbringers! Yay. Anyways, I will be back here at the exact same time tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern. And I am probably going to be on the game, say from when I go get dinner, for the majority of the night. Cleaning out my inventory, first and foremost. That is of utmost priority. And second would be, sorry, I'm a little distracted by bad game. Second would be getting some ether currents, I guess. But anyways, I'll be back here Monday. Maybe the plot will have us in the higher spirits then. But I feel like today was fun. We did a lot. Those puzzles, despite what may or may not have been very bad at the end, at least seems bad for now, were a really fun new feature, I guess, and it was enjoyable for the most part. But anyways, maybe cleaning out my inventory, maybe trying out some healing tonight, depending on how late I stay up. It's always up for debate. Could be like 6 a.m. Never know. But anyways, I had a really nice night tonight. For the most part, maybe not so much towards the end. We'll see. Yay, clean inventory. Yeah, that'll be nice once I have it. The armory chest has to go first, because that will in turn have the inventory fill up less quickly. But yeah, I'll be on here probably most of the night. I think some healing would be fun. But anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you had a nice time. I appreciate it a ton. And other than that, I will see you guys Monday, tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Eastern. And hope everyone has a really nice night. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out in the stream, Mage. I appreciate it. On that kind of bad note, have a good night. You have a good night too, Auroros. Thank you. On that note, have a good evening. Thank you, Bowmade. I hope you do as well. I will be back here Monday. So everyone have a nice night. Bye. Game is gonna kill me. Alright. See you guys Monday. Bye.